everything happened?
I know when Max and I got to address the team at the beginning, we talked about learning from our mistakes for one. There's no reason that other people need to go out and make a mistake like we did after we've already done it. So learning from that and just knowing that things aren't, certain moments in time, things aren't worth it whenever you can have so much more to gain in the future. So, don't go out and risk, stuff like Max and I did, when we can have so much more as a team. Pretty much it.
Was that your idea to address the team, or was that something Antonio wanted you guys to do?
No, it was both of ours, and Coach Steve, was nice enough to let us address the team during our suspension, so we had to come in and talk to him, and then we left, but definitely something we wanted to do, and Coach Steve was good enough to let us, so.
Is that tough to get up there and talk about your mistakes in front of the whole team?
I wouldn't say it was tough. I was actually glad that I was in a position to help other teammates learn from our mistake, but it was a little weird being that, we were suspended for a week and coming back, it just felt kind of distant. You take yourself out of the circle and, you kind of feel distant, and, I stress that to them that that's not how they want to feel. You don't want to be, distanced from the team for a couple weeks because you come back and you feel like, I feel like I've been gone for a year.
What did you learn from that, Brian, that you didn't know previously?
I learned, that I'm more of a public figure than I thought, I guess, and that I should use better judgment in situations like that when it comes to, bars and alcohol and, confrontation, that the best way to deal with it is just to not deal with it, with either being in the situation or just walking away.
Players are still going to drink. I mean, it's still
right. People are going to drink. People are going to go out. But as long as you do it together, you do it smart, and you learn to walk away from situations, you'll be fine. Rather than take them on. It doesn't matter if it doesn't matter who the other person is. The fact that you're a person in the public eye, you're just going to need to walk away, and that's what we've learned.
If you had one decision you could have back, 1 second of that, what could have changed everything for you?
I would have said either just to walk away from the situation that had developed, or just frankly not have even been in the bar where I was. Just have gone home.
How often have you seen the catch against Alabama?
I've seen it after it happened several times, but since then I've honestly tried not to watch it. As much as my mom likes trying to put it on the TV at home, I've tried not to watch it simply because, it happened a year ago. I've never been a big person on, watching things like that and, feeling too good about something whenever you should be looking at maybe your mistakes that you made. I think my dad's always stressed that, so that's kind of how I feel.
Who has the best hands on the team with the tight ends?
I'd like to say myself, but, I'd also say that Deion Sims has got some pretty good hands. I mean, his hands are very big, so I guess that helps, but Deion's got some pretty good hands.
Any pressure now that the fans think you'll never drop a ball and the quarterbacks can throw it anywhere and you'll...
Well, I mean, I would hope that I would never disappoint the fans, especially after this. And, I didn't have a drop in the entirety of the spring, so that's a positive note. But every time the ball's thrown to me, I try and make a play on it. And, I never even think about, dropping it or what would happen if I dropped it or I might drop it. Just, the way I see it is just go out and make a play. And I think, a receiver is doing a great job of that too.
You've had an interesting career with that, with the transfer. Do you ever think of how your life would be different if you hadn't transferred to Michigan State?
Not really. I think since I stepped foot here at Michigan State, I was so reluctant and happy to be here with Coach D and his staff that I never really looked back. And every time I do kind of think about what it was like running down the hill or playing there, kind of just go back to it's so much better to be here.
Why?
Just Coach D and his staff, the atmosphere, the family, the teammates. It's so much different in so many ways that it's I never look back.